But guess what? I got data, and data is golden.
It sure is. Hey, Francine.
We all have stories about plans that went awry and then how we figured out how to make it better next time.
That's right. And sometimes it does seem like it's the end of the world as your precious idea doesn't quite come together the way that you'd hoped. But like you said, that data is really some priceless. I mean,
Well,
information. It's information, but it's priceless information.
okay, since we started this little joint venture,
Yes.
we've pivoted what, three, four times? We just had another big pivot on last Tuesday or what
Hmm.
day, or Wednesday, whatever day that was. In our last portal party, we had a major pivot again when we decided that 12 to 1500 words in an anthology just wasn't enough. So if you become part of our anthology now, you get 3,000 to 3,500 words to tell your chapter story.
Which is pretty exciting for me because in the portal party, my biggest issue was like, guys, how do I do this? Like even just telling a little bit of the story, I can't resolve it in that many words. I just
Right?
cannot do it.
And all the feedback we gave you is you need some more here. We want to know more about that, but I'm out of words.
I was like, so you guys, where I'm at right now with just the brainstorming skeleton at the end is yeah, I got like I don't know, I think I had 250 words left or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
And
pretty
yeah, you guys were
much.
like, more, we want more of this, and we need to know more about this. And I was like, all good suggestions. I'm like, yes, you actually probably really do need to know more about all those things. So I'm very glad that we had this executive decision moment. We had, do we had three
We
or
have
four anthology
four.
members with us?
We had
Yeah.
four. Well, we had three authors and a guest.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, there were enough of us to be like, more words. And,
More words. But that's something we wouldn't have known unless we started working, started trying, started doing something, and then determine, ooh, we need to make an adjustment. So if you're sitting out there and you have this big idea and you're thinking, well, I don't know if it'll work, or I just need to get this and make this better, and I need the website designed, and I need. Just do it, because you never know what you think you need might not really be what you need. So, Heidi, you told me a story about this big idea you had and something you learned. So, why don't you tell your story?
sure. So when I started coaching in 2020, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, and I wanted it to be fun. And part of my story, as far as how did I get out of this inaction? I started in my recliner looking at my to do list, wondering why I wasn't doing any of those things for myself, for a thing that I said that I was really passionate about doing, music. But yet, in my day job, I was working my 40 hours a week, plus getting all of those to do lists done. But I just couldn't do this for myself. So, how did I start getting out of that was building small intentional habits. And so I started building a little game around it for myself and just kind of giving myself little points and see if I could outscore myself from one week to another. So I thought it would be fun to make this part of my coaching program when I first started. So I'm kind of techie. I mean, I'm not the most techie person in the world, but like I dabble enough in a bunch of different things to have a good overview. So I started to figure out how I could put these things together. It's funny because the last um, learning phase everything was totaled up by Excel. Talk about just, I tried all these like different apps and stuff, and eventually came down to finding someone who was really smart about Excel that could just program the sheet and the forms and it all to work together so nicely. But what I really wanted was to have an app or something so that it would really track everything, and then we could make it like more than you just get points, but maybe like you get like cash back money. Like, so I called it Achieve Bet, because basically you're putting some money down to bet on yourself, and then ooh, you might win. Like, keep getting those points every day. And it was pretty fun. Like, the people that did it with me, like, oh, we had a good time together. It was a great case study. But you ready for the lessons?
I'm ready. Let's hear them.
Okay, so while everyone that was doing everything got really good results, everybody could say that they had improved on at least one habit and kind of locked it into a new muscle memory that they didn't have before. So that was the positive side of it. But in order to track all of those points every week, it was just exhausting. There was so much work that I had to put into it, and it was not sustainable at all. And at the time, I didn't have the money to invest to be able to upgrade to something that was going to work better. I just started my business. That's just where I was at. And so I also was feeling a little bit discouraged with the results, because even though everybody locked in a new habit, it seemed like for certain habits, and including, I found this for myself, there were certain habits that no matter what I did, there was always an excuse or a reason why I was going to skip it, and I just did. And then so I'd plateau, and I saw that with other people's scorecards too. So I was like, I need to do some more research. I need to figure out some more stuff. And I'm so busy trying to do the scorekeeping for this. I can't do all that. Plus I was doing one-on-one coaching and other stuff besides. So I had to make a very difficult decision, Francine. Yeah. I had to put my baby to rest.
Well, wait. Did you kill it, or did you just let it take a nap?
Oh, it's in like one of those cryo freeze type things, ready to pop out, and we'll just start where we like left off. But I know what I need to be able to open the chamber again. And more important than that, what I learned from that whole experience is what led me to the main frame and structure of what I coach people on now. Because when I put that aside, I'm like, oh, look at all this extra time I have right now. And it was about that time I came across this coach's grant from Positive Intelligence. And I'm like, ooh, look, they have an app. So I'm going to apply for this grant, see if I get in for the 6-week program, and then I can spy on their app and get ideas for mine.
Ooh.
Because, if I didn't have money to build it, I might as well at least have it somewhat like designed. It's kind of what I was thinking, right?
So when you do find the right opportunity, you're ready to go.
Exactly. Cryo freeze. It's
fresh. There you go. Or, don't keep your mind set on an app, because something else might come along. You never know. In the world of AI and in the technology, the way it's growing today, there might be some other opportunity besides an app.
I'm glad you brought that up, because AI was not even like on my radar at all in 2020, 2021.
It wasn't on anybody's back then, right?
Yes. So like you said, like things that are either not in existence now, especially when we're talking about technology stuff, or even if it's not, it could just be a random idea for your book you're writing that all of a sudden pops into existence and it wasn't
Right.
there before.
Well,
But sorry, I cut you off.
no, that's okay, but don't discount joint ventures. You never know when an ad builder might love your idea and want to go partners with you. So,
Mhm.
I mean, don't say when I can afford it. Just say, I want to do this and let the universe decide how it's going to deliver it to you.
That is a very good point, because often, and I'm working on this too, is like kind of just go, it's like an all or nothing situation. It's either I can afford it or I can't do it, but it's never just all or nothing, black or white kind of situation like that. And it's important to kind of call those things out when you hear them, because it helps you be more open to other opportunities that exist. Um, but what happened from the positive intelligence grant situation is I learned exactly what I was looking for. I was like, why is everybody plateauing? Why are they getting to this point? And what became quite evident to me was it's these stories that we've been telling ourselves, and we've just let in those processes run without stopping to question them or change them. And so it affects how often you exercise. It affects how much water you drink. It affects how much you hang out with your friends and family. It is so crazy. It's tied to everything.
Everything.
So I was excited at that point, because I was like, well, before we even get to the Achieve Bet game, it's almost not even fair. They have to learn this positive intelligence operating system habit first, and it was easy peasy. Like I said, they had an app, so I loved it. And so that's why I invested all the time and became a certified positive intelligence coach, because it played game, get it?
Yeah.
um what I was planning with Achieve Bet, and like you said, it's not dead. It's put aside for now. And it's okay, because when the right opportunity comes up to bring that game back into existence again, it's going to happen with ease and flow. Because that's something else that I didn't have when I first started coaching. I mean, I was still working on a lot of habits, and which was one reason why I decided this would be like a great thing for me to start coaching with, because then I was also getting something from my clients at the same time. As I was giving accountability, I was getting accountability back. And so that really helped me stick to everything that I needed to do to get my business started and really start to understand who I was going to help and why. And without having a project to work on, I mean, if I would have waited until like the right opportunity to get the app going, I mean, there's just so many things I would have missed out on. The relationships that I built while I was flying the plane that was still getting put together, and all of the great feedback I got from them, um, really helped me establish what was going to be important as the foundation for my coaching.
Did you hear that helicopter land on my roof?
No, I heard like something, but it was not helicopter noise.
Yeah, this helicopter was like this far from my roof just now.
That's crazy.
Reminds me of my old life.
That happens all the time here.
Yeah,
We're like on a helicopter flight path or something. I don't know.
so are we. So are we. Anyway, sorry I interrupted you. It's like I couldn't even hear you talking because this helicopter was right over my head.
I get it. Yeah. So, I mean, I could have not done it. I mean, even just starting my coaching business, the plan was, I was going to get good solid year of saving money and putting it away to start my business and then be a full-time coach by the end of 2020. And then COVID happened, shut everything down.
Nobody had money for coaches.
But that was okay. I still needed to, I was still in the figuring it out stage.
Right.
And even though I didn't have the amount of money that I wanted to start my business with, I ended up getting blessed with a bunch of time, and I didn't waste it. And I just got started with what I had. And luckily that springboarded me an opportunity to keep working at this capacity. So I'm really glad we're talking about this, Francine.
Yes. Let's circle back. Just do it anyways. If you're not ready, just do it anyways. I wouldn't be sitting here today doing this with Heidi had I not just done it anyways. Because
I think we were talking about not doing this part of the whole thing. Like I'm like, we should live stream, and you're like,
yeah. I'm like, well, and it wasn't the live stream. I was great. Let's do it on Zoom. I'm comfortable in Zoom, but you got me out of my comfort zone to Restream, which is the greatest thing in the world because now I use Restream for all kinds of stuff. And if you haven't seen all my other stuff, hey, check it out. We have a live stream on Fridays. We have our Children's Authors Unite summits that go on quarterly. And I've live streamed for my Toastmasters group. So yes, Heidi got me out of my comfort zone, even though I wasn't ready, and we did it anyways. And oh my, what did we learn at the beginning?
well, we learned that we were technically not ready for live streaming because we didn't have the appropriate equipment.
Right. But you never would have known that if you didn't just try.
And it was funny because I tried it and the laptop, it worked. It did the best that it could. And so then when I was shopping for a new laptop, that's when I learned how like I should not have been able to do
how unready. It was like the little engine. I think I can.
Yes, exactly. So, and I mean, that's all stuff that you learn just because you start doing it. I mean, we started doing the live stream. We got into a habit of it. It became something, like a weekly ritual kind of thing.
Right.
And so all of a sudden it's like, well, like it is about time to upgrade the computer. And the computer got upgraded and other equipment slowly but surely got upgraded. And I think it's kind of great because it really does show improvement in slow baby steps. It's realistic. It's something that we could maintain week after week with everything else that we're doing.
Right. And not only that, we have fun. And well, not today. Where's all our viewers? But sometimes we get viewers that actually have fun with us.
Yes. Viewers that I do see out there, feel free to put something in the comments, say hello, ask us a question. We're open to all that kind of stuff.
That's right. There's probably viewers. We just don't know it because you're not talking. Do you have an experience with just do it anyways? Let us know. And maybe we'll invite you on to talk about it in another Friday at 4. Friday's my other group. Tuesday at 4:30.
Yes, totally. And the other thing is, if you're not sure if you're going to be a good fit for the podcast, or maybe you've been listening to us talk about the Anthology Project, you can book a portal party. The portal party has been scrolling at the bottom of the screen, the page for that. You can also scroll or do the QR code, and there'll be instructions there for how you can book your very own portal party. Francine, tell them what happens at a portal party.
Okay. The portal party is nothing more than a mastermind / brainstorming session where you come to the portal with an idea that belongs in the porta potty. You're just ready to flush it because you just can't make it work. And then we help you brainstorm how to make it better. And then you walk through that portal to the other side, and it's like, my idea sings. Or
Yeah.
you just figure out that you were just missing one little key. Like in Heidi's portal party this week, we determined that she just needed twice as many words to say what she needed to say.
Yes. And I'm also going to say, like, when I got to the portal party, I mean, I feel like the best part of my chapter that's written the best and is probably like the most interesting to everybody else. Maybe it was just how I was feeling that day, but I just wanted to delete that whole section and just be like, can't I just write 2 or 3 words about that whole part of the experience and then just go on to talk about like all the wonderful things that I want to talk about. And afterward, after hearing everybody's feedback, no, I cannot do that. Everybody wants to know more about that first part. Right. Details that went into that.
The building the better life doesn't have as much impact if you don't know where rock bottom was. You had to get down to rock bottom first to build it up, so your readers could really see the dramatic impact that your new mindset had.
And something that's been really challenging for me is that, I mean, I just want to put out this impression that it's like, I am Superwoman. I am. And like,
you are.
I know, but Superwoman probably wouldn't have found herself in jail, or maybe she does. I don't know.
But the Superwoman is what you did after jail. It wasn't the jail part. It was what happened after jail. I didn't always make good decisions. Didn't end up in jail, but I ended up in other bad places. And it's what you do after the situation that matters, not what got you there. What got you there taught you the lesson. It's what happens after. You could have wallowed in self-pity and oh, poor me, and the victim mentality, but you didn't. And that's what's important for people to know, because somebody in jail right now could read your chapter and say, oh, I see what she did. Maybe I could do it too.
And I think the other perspective that's been important for me to embrace is just knowing that without these situations and without communicating to people that I've been through these kind of situations, I mean, that's what makes me relatable. I'm human.
Yeah.
Just like everybody out there. And if I really was Superwoman and held to this standard of perfection or whatever, superpowers, no one else is like that. No one would relate to that. And so that kind of story isn't going to impact very many people.
Right. And what I want our audience to understand is everybody has a story, and everybody's story could be the one story that somebody else needs to hear. Mm-hmm. Like in my book, I start out talking about losing 100 pounds. My book's not about being on a diet at all. But so many people identify with that losing the 100 pounds, and that makes them read more. And then they identify with the, oh my God, I'm retiring, now what? And then they read more. And then I talk about some clients or family members, or, well, you never know who I'm talking about because, I wrote the book in a fairy tale. But all of these stories are stories that either happen to me or somebody I know. And when people read these stories, they resonate with something in their life. So that's the beauty of an anthology, is we are coming together as a group of authors to tell our stories, the stories of how we believe that we could do something, and we did. So Heidi believed that when she got out of jail, she could turn her life around and make something of herself, and she did. And there's so many other authors. Well, Tanya and her daughter are doing.
That one's going to be good.
Oh
So
God,
good.
I can't wait. Mother-daughter perspective of an adoption of somebody who came to the U.S. not speaking English. Tanya raised a daughter from overseas. And not only that, but a daughter who came from a Muslim family. So there was the whole cultural turmoil they had at the beginning. And I can't wait to read that story, because I know both of them and I know some of the story, and I can't wait to see what they write together. And then,
and how often do you get the perspective of, like, you normally get like from the daughter's perspective and they told the story, you get from the mom's perspective and they told the story. But when do you get chapters back to back that tell both sides of the story?
right? I can't wait for that. And then there's Sue, who found out that her soon to be born child was Down syndrome. And she was more worried that it's a boy than Down syndrome. So I can't wait. That chapter is going to be amazing. How did Sue raise a child with Down syndrome as a single parent in the military?
Mm-hmm.
I know my niece has a 1-year-old daughter with Down syndrome. I'm going to give her a copy of the book so she could read Sue's story, because she needs to see that Sue raised a happy, healthy 25-year-old son who has Down syndrome, and they wrote a book together. And I mean, this is just all these stories, and we want your story too. We need more authors in this book. We really need more stories.
So if you have questions about how the anthology works, because it's not just about submitting a chapter, but you're going to be learning about the publishing process. You will be a published author by the time this project is done. And after the book is published, and we're talking about how are we promoting things on social media, other ways that we could be promoting, how could we be working together to promote, and all of these things that normally, if you were going to decide you were going to tell your story and publish it, figuring this out on your own could be kind of overwhelming. So we're doing it together to make it more fun. And if you have questions, that's what we do our monthly Q&A sessions for. So I just switched the page over. In the top corner QR code, oh, I'm on the wrong side to point. Francine,
Okay.
point. There it is. Okay. So scan the QR code, and you can register for that event. It happens right after the live. We go from here to the Zoom room. So just register for that to get that link, and you can ask us any questions that you have about how the anthology works. And if you can't make it, just go to the website, scrolling at the bottom of the screen, and you can reach out to one of us and ask any question at any time. Oh, Francine, how did we get to the end of our episode already?
Oh, because we've been having fun. And I'm just putting it in the chat too, in case you're on your phone and you can't scan it. Make it a little easier for you. You don't know how passionate I am about storytelling, because if you go back to the caveman drawings, that's all that was, storytelling to let their neighbors know, hey, the saber-tooth's over there. You might not want to go over there. We have been telling stories since humans walked this earth as a way to pass down information. And this book, Believe You Can, People Who Believe They Could and Did, is our way of passing on our stories so future generations could see what we did and that they could do it too. And then what I really love about it is everybody will have an opportunity in this book to have a page where you could put links to your website, links to your other projects, links to whatever you want to link, so people could find what you're doing in your world, and we will help you promote that too. So you're not just going to be an author, you are joining a community of people supporting each other.
And I think like the most important thing that I heard out of that was, if you are having trouble promoting yourself and there's something worthwhile that you've been working on, you want to get the word out about it, this anthology project can be the vehicle to help you choose a new way to start promoting that you haven't tried before.
For instance, you come right here with us and we start promoting you Tuesdays at 4:30. You get a welcome post where letting everyone know you are a member of this new community and you're going to write a chapter in a book. You will also have an opportunity to come to all of our events and network with our other authors and our other guests. Oh, Heidi, we forgot. Tell them about the affiliate program.
Oh, well, you know, Francine and I, we can't do it all on our own. And we figured this project is more fun when you can hang out with your friends. So you might as well bring yours. So if you invite a friend of yours, they come in and work on the anthology project, you get an affiliate payout as well for each person that you bring in. So it's a way to, well, get paid to invite your friends and then make it even more fun because we all get to hang out together.
That's it. That's it. Bring your friend. Oh, and one more thing. I know we're past 5 o'clock, but one more thing. We're talking about going to Paris, France in 2027 to do a book launch because one of our authors is in France.
Mm-hmm. We were definitely talking about that at a portal party.
At a portal party. So you never know what you're going to hear at a portal party.
That's right. Blow your mind kind of stuff, man, Francine.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's get out of here.
Yes.
If you can conceive it, you can believe it, and you can achieve it.
From the head to the heart to the hands. Yes.
Yes. You can.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Bye.
All right.